Hello and welcome to the Wildcat Central Halftime Show. I'm your host, Michaela Woodford. Let's take a moment from the men's game against Goshen and take a look at some other Wildcat events from this past week. Both the men's and women's basketball teams suffered tough losses against MARIAN College. The entire men's game was a nail-biter that led into intense overtime that the Wildcats lost by 2 points at 89-87. Kyle Mangus once again finished another game with over 30 points with 34 points. The women fell hard to MARIAN at 81-50. Dayton Groninger scored 19 points for the Wildcats and Ann Seacrest had 11 rebounds. Both the Wildcat teams did redeem themselves, however, when they faced St. Francis. The men beat St. Francis 97-82. At this point, it is no surprise that Kyle Mangus finished another game with over 30 points. Seth Maxwell also had an amazing game, finishing with 25 points. Next, the women came in and beat St. Francis 57-33. Their defense really won them this game as they allowed St. Francis to score 0 points during the second quarter. And finally, the swimming team is competing in the 2020 Mid-South Conference Championship. At the end of day one, the women were ranked second out of 8 teams with 176 points. Sydney Darnell and Emma Travis defended their Mid-South Champions title in their respective events. Sydney Darnell also set a new record for the Mid-South Championship. And Kenzie Price and Hallie Hunt both secured NAIA qualifications. The team is finishing up the Mid-South Championship today. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Donovan Edwards will talk with Kanan Coffey from the men's basketball team. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Wildcat Central Halftime Show. Student producer Donovan Edwards met up with Kanan Coffey earlier this week to find out what it means to be one of the few seniors on this year's team. Donovan?
Thanks, Michaela. This week I'm joined with Kanan Coffey, senior member on the basketball team, part of the 2018 National Championship team. This week we'll also be playing another free throw game I played in high school. First to 10 loses, actually. Start at 1, if you make it goes 2, and so on. First person to miss gets all those points. Ready, Kanan?
Let's do it.
All right. Talking about that NAIA championship, every single year when you guys go back now, since you're a senior,
Yeah.
how is it kind of the senior leadership with you?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things that our coaches, they help develop in players is that leadership. And I think over the years that I've been here, I've really seen that with the guys above me. And they really have done a great job, the seniors before me, just kind of paving the way and showing what it means to be a leader and how to lead, and mainly through that I am third lens that our coaches always preach about, just putting God first and others second and yourself third. And
Now, talking about that I am third, what kind of expand on that?
yeah, so that was one of the things that drew me to this program is their focus on just the amount of attention they put towards spiritual growth as well as athletic growth. And I love the idea of I am third, of putting God first and others second. And I think it's an awesome way to live. Not only is it a great way to play the game of basketball, but it's a great way to just live your life, you know. And so I think that's one of the reasons why I love this program.
Yeah, and with you joining now the 1,000-point club, how is that achievement for you?
It was fun, man. It was an honor to, receive that ball, and I was thankful for that. But I think overall, just so thankful to be a part of a program like this and teammates that just play unselfishly. And
You were a part of the 2018 championship team. How is that kind of going to put yourself into this year, knowing that you're a senior and this will be your last one?
get up. Oh!
Oh,
Is that it?
I think I just won.
You probably just won, man.
Because we went there for a while.
We did. So I think going into this year, man, it's just like really taking advantage of every opportunity we have to be with one another, both on and off the court, because, I mean, it's so special ending the year with a win, and, not many people get to do it. And I think in 2018, those senior leaders just gave it their all, and they invested in relationships. You never question their work ethic on the court, and they're just guys of integrity. And I think, you know, it just produced a great result. And man, they weren't focused on performance and they weren't focused on stats, but they were just focused on the kingdom and figuring out how they can have an influence on the guys around them. So that's just kind of really where my mindset is right now, is just learning from those guys and using that this year.
All right, well, thank you so much, Kane, for joining us
Yeah,
today.
absolutely.
I can't believe I won in the first place.
Fair and square.
So this has been On the Court interview with Kane and Coffee. We'll see you next time.
Well, that will do it for this edition of the Wildcat Central Halftime. Remember, if you ever want more information about Wildcat sports, you can visit our social media or find us on YouTube at WIWUTV. Now let's get back to the second half of the men's game against Goshen. I'm Michaela Woodfork, and you've been watching the Wildcat Central Halftime.